One of the things that Gwen Stefani is most proud of is the fact that she is a devoted mother to 3 children, in addition to being a superstar all over the world and a highly acclaimed coach on The Voice. To celebrate the 19th birthday of her son, Kingston, who was born on May 26, Stefani wrote a touching message on social media in which she reflected on some of the most joyful memories she has of her time spent parenting her oldest child. It is impossible to overstate the extent of Stefani's affection for her 3 sons, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo. As a result, you can bet that she combed through the family photo collection in order to celebrate Kingston's birthday over the Memorial Day weekend. The photo carousel that Instagram uses is just adorable. Stefani selected a variety of highlights from Kingston's life, ranging from those that were more recent to those that were more nostalgic. In each photograph, Kingston is shown beaming for the camera with documented moments. These moments include a wide range of activities, such as going to Halloween parties dressed up in costumes, skiing on the slopes with his mother, and fishing with his stepfather, Blake Shelton. In one of the pictures, Kingston can be seen going to the Voice studio and sitting in the red chair that belonged to his mother in order to press the button. A portion of the family's trip to Kingston, Oklahoma, was included in the final video that Stefani presented with the audience. This is a wonderful conclusion to a heartfelt tribute. Kingston, who profoundly altered the course of my life. Our affection for you is very deep. The slideshow was captioned with the sweet phrase, "Happy Birthday," by Stefani. Fans were quick to notice the obvious resemblance between Stefani and Kingston, which was amidst the post's adorableness that made everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I know everyone says he looks like his dad, Gavin Rossdale, and he does. But I also think he looks a lot like Gwen, a fan wrote in response. In addition, one more supporter remarked, "Oh, he's like the perfect mix between you and Gavin. You are the same as him, Gwen." Physical resemblance is not the only thing that Stefani and Kingston have in common. A third fan put out in their reply, "Over the past few years, Kingston has established himself as a musician of considerable aptitude. In the year 2023, he gave a live performance at Shelton's Old Red Restaurant in Oklahoma, which was a key step in the development of his future career as a musician. At the same time, Kingston is active on Spotify, where he distributes playlists that he has curated. It is highly likely that you have already seen the photo if you have been anywhere near the internet in recent times, particularly in the celebrity-focused sections of Instagram and TikTok, for example. Sure, that photograph. A picture of Stefani's oldest son that is bright, adorable, and absolutely jaw-dropping. And it has fans, followers, and even a few other celebrates giving a double take. The reason for this is that in this startling new photograph, Kingston Rosedale, who is 19 years old, looks absolutely like his famous mother, and admirers cannot get enough of comparing the two. The question, "Are we seeing double?" was posed by a user on Instagram. "He's literally Gwen with longer legs and a jawline." The following comment was made by another follower. "Okay, is Gwen Stefani cloning herself? What I need is answers." Kingston is seen reclining in the sun during what appears to be a family vacation to Southern California in the snapshot that was released earlier this week on Gwen's Instagram stories and, of course, rapidly reshared across other fan accounts. His outfit consists of a faded flannel shirt, a white tank top, ripped trousers, and the piece de resistance, which is a platinum blonde hairstyle that is an almost exact match to Gwen's characteristic appearance from her days, when she was no doubt going through her days. If you didn't know any better, you might have thought it was a throwback photo of Gwen herself from 1996. However, that is not the case. The person in the picture is actually her son, and the likeness is shocking. The ambience of the photograph is relaxed and almost candid. In a relaxed and reflective manner, Kingston was seated on a deck that was covered in wood panels, and he was looking out toward the water. The sun is shining at the perfect angle, drawing attention to his chiseled features and complementing the platinum hair that have become so popular. The only thing that is included is a tag at Kingston's of every fan website that reposted it. One reviewer made a joke about how obvious it was that Gwen's genes were dominant. An additional contributor stated, "Gwen Stefani's son looks more like Gwen Stefani than Gwen Stefani does." Before the middle of the afternoon, the hashtag Minwen was already trending on X, which was formerly known as Twitter, and TikTok producers had already begun posting side-by-side comparison films with Debbie's 1990s looks from the music video for Don't Speak. Kingston, in contrast to other celebrity children who sing almost born to encourage others, has maintained a relatively modest profile throughout the course of many years. He has, for the most part, remained under the radar, despite the fact that he has occasionally been seen in photographs taken on the red carpet or behind-the-scenes family moments. However, with this fresh buzz, it is possible that this will change. Kingston was born in May of 2006 to Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale, who was the frontman of the British rock band Bush at the time. At least genetically, Kingston was destined to occupy a prominent position in the public eye. With Gwen's renown as a punk pop legend and Gavin's reputation as an alt-rock musician, it should come as no surprise that Kingston appears to be embracing a little bit of both kinds of music. For many years, he has been experimenting with music. In addition, recent sources close to the family have reported that he has been using a pseudonym in order to record original songs and perform acoustic concerts in the local area. A family friend remarked that he possesses an extraordinary amount of talent. In addition to Gavin's edge, he possesses Gwen's theatrical presence. This combination is pretty amazing. Fans are interested in learning more about him now that the internet has recognized the strong likeness between him and Gwen on the internet. Is Kingston going to make a full-scale entrance into the world of music? Or does he simply take pleasure in the fact that he is a fashionable 19-year-old with outstanding bone structure? Despite the fact that she did not feel the need to remark publicly on the viral response to the photo, when herself has not done so, she tweeted a throwback selfie from her Sad Kingdom era, replete with a dark leaner, a bindi, and platinum waves, a few days after the initial photograph caused the internet to go crazy with its popularity. Fans are able to read between the lines because the caption is only trying to be cheeky. The woman is well versed in her field. She saw all of the comments and responded, "Let me remind you who did it first," as one of the fans noted in their comment. "The real twins are Gwen Stefani in time," is another joke that has been told. They are both young at heart. Regardless of whether Gwen was merely joking around or subtly recognizing the conversation, one thing is abundantly evident. In spite of the fact that she is completely aware of the likeness, she is not upset about it. A surge of nostalgia has been sparked among admirers of Stefani's early career as a result of the reappearance of this new image and the reaction to it. Due to the fact that Kingston is currently channeling her grunge glam style, many people are going back to their old No Doubt albums, rewatching music videos, and pulling out their vintage Harajuku Lovers merchandise assortment. There have also been fashion accounts on Instagram and TikTok that have begun to compare the styles of Gwen and Kingston. These accounts have pointed out that the two personalities share facial expressions, accessories that are identical, and even comparable garment silhouettes. At the same time, it is providing an entirely new generation with a cause to investigate Stefan's legendary history and possibly even Kingston's creative future. Despite the fact that Gwen is today considered to be a member of the country music nobility due to her marriage to Blake Shelton, who is also a co-star on The Voice, it is important to note that her punk roots are still very much alive and well, and it is evident that they are being handed down to the next generation. Gwen has 3 kids, and Kingston is the oldest of the 3. On occasion, his brothers Zuma, who is 15 years old, and Apollo, who is 11 years old, have been seen participating in family selfies or making appearances on red carpets. It is reasonable to say that Kingston is presently leading the charge when it comes to visibility and viral moments, even though it is people are talking about. Whether or not the vibe, the style, and the personality are all important. When he is around, there is an air of unassuming assurance, something for which Gwen and Gavin have both been known for their entire lives. The opinion of one entertainment blogger was that Kingston is more than just a doppelganger for Doyu. He embodies the concepts of cool, effortless, a little mysterious, and completely magnetic. He is the next generation. It is a part of his genetic makeup. Given the rapid rise of public attention that Kingston Rosedale has received, it is reasonable to question what the future holds for the city. A surprising cameo appearance in one of Gwen's music videos, a launch of a new music album, and a modeling gig. There has been no official statement as of yet, and neither Kingston nor his parents have commented on the craze. Nevertheless, this has not stopped fans from making assumptions about what might be going on. Would it be possible for Kingston to make a guest appearance on The Voice? Blake and Gwen could be his coaches, according to a tweet from one user. "I'd be in tears. This is your moment," Kingston said another person in jest. "Give up on the album. Pop punk needs to be saved," despite the fact that Kingston prefers to keep things low-key for the time being. An example of how strong a single image and a striking similarity can be is demonstrated by the response to a single, straightforward photograph. When the legacy of a well-liked celebrity is passed down to the next generation, there is an obviously magical quality that cannot be denied. Indeed, in this particular instance, the enchantment manifests itself in the shape of a jaw-dropping similarity that has the internet as a whole doing a collective spit take. Whether Kingston Rosedale is on the verge of a full-fledged breakout or merely enjoying the ride as a casually cool icon of Generation Z, there is one thing that is certain. They adore seeing Gwen Stefani mirrored not only in his looks, but also in his spirit. It is not enough that he has a similar appearance to Gwen. Rather, it is that he is Gwen. This is the best way to say it. A new period with the same soul.